Good morning from our last day, day 4, here at All-Star Movies. We've pretty much officially checked out. We dropped our bags off at Bell Services. So, overall thoughts on the room?
I mean, the room was the same as when we stayed at Pop Century, so the room was fine. It wasn't spectacular, but it did the job. Like, we were able to sleep, we had plenty of space for all our stuff. So in that aspect it was fine. You thought the bed was more comfortable than Pop.
Yes.
You hated the bed at Pop.
Pop's bed was so firm. This one was still firm, but I thought this one was a little bit less firm than Pop. So that was a nice little surprise. Noise level wise, our room was facing like a garden area away from the pool, whereas Pop, we kind of faced like the splash pad, so
Pop
night
was
and day.
a lot noisier.
Yes.
We had some noisy neighbors again this time.
Not quite as bad.
Not as bad. It was more like children noises, but even like close to midnight. Like, they were up later than we were.
Yeah. We were on the first floor, which is never my choice to stay on the first floor. We did have some bugs, but that kind of comes with being on the first floor. Not like a terrible amount. I think we had like 4 or 5 ants.
4 ants. Which is weird, but...
Yeah. And then occasionally heard some stuff from people above us, but otherwise...
Lots of toilet flushing.
Yeah.
You can hear whenever your neighbors have gone.
Yeah. So, overall, pretty much very similar to Pop. I would say to splurge the whatever $20 extra per night or $10 extra per night just for the Pop, for the amenities, because the Skyliner would make a big difference. Parking here would be a lot, or getting here would be a lot if you did not have a car, because the bus lines have always been pretty insane.
Basically, we wouldn't recommend this resort if you don't have a car.
Yeah.
My All-Star versus Pop thought is basically it kind of depends on what your family values. If your family values saving the most amount of money possible, then staying in a standard room at All-Star Movies would be what you would want to do. If you're a family who wants Disney theming, then this would be a better choice than Pop, because Pop is themed to different decades, and this is Fantasia, Toy Story, 101 Dalmatians, some movies that your kids would know.
Yeah, Pop had the big Mickey phone, but otherwise not very much Disney happening there.
Right. This is more Disney, especially the Toy Story section was probably the most Disneyfied section. Fantasia, Mickey was at the pool where we were, but otherwise there were like ballerinas and the hat and the broomsticks, but still Disney recognizable icon showing around this resort, and that one doesn't have it. But if you're a family that wants to maybe not take the bus every day, or if you don't have a car, I would recommend Pop over here, just because you could take the Skyliner to 2 parks out of the 4 and save yourself a little bit of headache with the bus situation.
And even if the theming is the reason you would choose here over Pop, you can still walk to Art of Animation from Pop and see all that
now.
theming.
When we stayed there, Art of Animation wasn't open yet due to COVID, so we couldn't walk around and explore. But now you could.
So there's always that.
But if it's important to look out your window and see Buzz Lightyear or Woody, you're not going to get that at Pop.
Right. But yeah, overall, enjoyed our little stay here. Nothing to complain about, really. Very different from...
Except the bugs.
Except the bugs. Very different from the other resorts we've been staying in recently, but nothing bad at all. I like the renovation that they've done to all the All-Star resorts and to Pop. It just makes it look very clean, very fresh.
And this stay completes my All-Star trilogy.
Oh, that's true.
It does, yeah. My first Disney trip was at All-Star Sports when I was like 2. When I was about 4, we stayed at All-Star Music. And then after that, we went to our new family home resort, which was Port Orleans Riverside, was my family's favorite for several visits, but never made it out here to movies until now. So I've officially stayed at all 3 All-Stars.
And this is my first All-Star experience ever.
Welcome to the club.
So, but yeah.
And it's his birthday.
It's my birthday.
I don't know if we've said that yet.
We didn't say that yet today.
It's his real birthday.
So, had a little celebration this morning in the room, opened my presents and whatnot. And now it's time to head over to Animal Kingdom for some birthday breakfast with Mickey.
Yay!
So, very excited for Tusker House. As we've said multiple times in here, I'm a big Lion King fan, and Tusker House and Boma are the buffets that have Simba waffles.
Whoa.
So, excited for some Simba waffles today.
Get ready.
But, yeah, I think we're going to head that way and have some food.
And some fun.
And some fun. Okay, so we just finished up our breakfast slash kind of brunch at Tusker House. So overall, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was great. It was fun to have like the safe breakfast options, your typical waffles, sausage, breakfast potatoes, and the like. And then also have the fun African dish thrown in there to get a taste of more adventurous eating. I know you're he's the exploration of food type, and I'm more of the safe comfort foods. But for me, I had plenty to eat, so if you have picky eaters, kids, etc., you're gonna be fine eating at Tusker House, at least for breakfast. I don't know about the rest of the day, you might struggle. I'm guessing you'd be okay, but if you want a character meal at Animal Kingdom, this is a safe bet.
Yeah. I thought the food was fantastic. The service was great as well, and the characters were so much fun, especially Daisy. She had the most spunk.
A lot of personality with Daisy.
Very, very fun to see all of them. Started the meal off with some breads and fruit. And then for the main course, the stars, the things that we got seconds of was the potatoes, which were very well seasoned. The curry one, which actually was like the surprise dish. It was some Durban chicken curry. Chicken
and egg. But the egg was more of a hard-boiled egg situation on top, not mixed in.
Yes. And that was served over some jasmine rice, so that was very nice. That gave it more of the brunch feel. And then, of course, we got some more Simba waffles, of course. But yeah, overall, I think it was $42 per adult, so on the more expensive side, but it is a character meal, so definitely get your money's worth of the characters. But
we mentioned it earlier when we were talking before filming, but if we were going to change one thing, I think it would be to do a bread option that wasn't so bland. Yeah,
I had so high hopes for the safari bread, which is the prettiest looking one, kind of the leopard-esque print, but that was just like a brioche bread, nothing sweet, nothing too exciting there. So to have that and the croissant be like the two just
and
plain,
then cornbread.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to have something that was, we said maybe lemon or even banana bread or something more like a little Danish. Yeah. But literally that's being super nitpicky. It was still a really great meal.
Yeah. So I think now our plans is maybe to head over to Kilimanjaro Safari and see some animals. Let's go.
1901. Before that, they were believed to be a mythical creature like a unicorn. Well, with our fingerprints. Those giraffes will spend 20 hours a day eating, acting like pruning shear. Alright, so you can get a really good photo of her over there on the left-hand side. Might be able to see her tongue sticking up. Remember that dark purple color is a way to help prevent them from being sunburned. On the right-hand side, these are in holy cattle. Look at how massive their horns are. Now, the purpose of the horns is a way to help regulate their body temperature. The island they're standing on is a large Hinamiki mouse as well. It's the largest Hinamiki here in Animal Kingdom. You might see a lot of dirt on them. They use dirt as a natural sunscreen and bug repellent, just like many other animals. They also enjoy the scent of other animals been there before. Now they're going to go ahead and milk them. They're going to use their dairy to make goat milk, goat cheese, and butter. So if you ever had goat milk, goat cheese, out in Africa, they're going to come from these little fellows.
Okay, so it's been a while since we last checked in, but of course we also had to do Festival of the Lion King, knowing me. So I'll put a little clip of that grand finale right here. And then, after doing some other rides, we went over to Yak Yeti and had our lunch over there, which we've been there before and got basically the same thing. I'll put that full review up above.
We got drinks this time.
Yes, we did. What was yours called?
I think it was a kiwi coconut Rita. It was basically a kiwi margarita. It was good. I was between that and their Yak Attack, which was their signature drink, and our server recommended the one I got. She said that the Yak Attack was the most popular, but she said it was super sweet and that this drink wouldn't be as sweet. But the margarita was very sweet, so I think the Yak Attack would be pure sugar.
Yeah. And then I got the Snapdragon, I think is what it was called, which was basically like a Kentucky Mule with some bourbon and ginger beer, had some apricot brandy in there and some sort of like apple syrup as well. Very, very good. A lot of good flavors happening there. More on the sweeter side, but nice ginger flavor coming through as well. So very nice drink. Kind of cheap for cocktails. I think yours was 12 and mine was 14, which for Disney standards, that's pretty cheap. So yeah, overall good meal. But for dessert, especially because I am wearing the grape soda shirt today, and this is a fairly new cupcake.
Gotta coordinate with the look.
Exactly. We had to go over to Creature Comforts and try out their new grape soda cupcake. So this is a vanilla cupcake with grape soda custard and grape flavored frosting. So should be very interesting.
Let's see.
Looks very cute, but let's give it a try. I don't get grape at all in the frosting.
It's just like sugar.
Yeah.
Smacks you in the head.
It's good. And the cake itself is pretty fun, being like speckled with purple.
It's like a purple confetti cake.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't found the filling. Oh, there's the filling.
There's the filling.
Oh, there's grape.
That's great. That's weird.
It's not bad.
No.
It tastes like a grapefruit snack.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like
It's just weird to mix grape and cake.
the very fake grapey flavor.
Which is what grape soda is. So, overall, a fun little snack. Is it the best flavor combination? Not really, but
But does it match his outfit?
indeed.
Yes.
So, we'll keep eating this, and then we'll check in with our final thoughts of the day and whatever in just a few minutes. Okay, so quick little update on the cupcake. That was weird.
Yeah.
I will say that I will get it again.
There was a surprise inside.
Yes, there was a weird surprise. I would get it again just because it was so unique and fun. I told you after we finished it that was probably the most interesting and exciting cupcake I've ever had. In the frosting on top, which was vaguely grape, not overpowering grape, it was more of a vanilla frosting, but with a little hint of grape.
It may have just taken on some of the grape flavor from the
filling. That's true. But we found a little chocolate ball, which was unexpected. I did not read anything about that being in there. And we tried cutting it, and it was not cutting easily. And then finally, where it was able to puncture through it, and it was filled with Pop Rocks. So that was strange. But after eating it with everything, it was there to kind of mimic the fizziness of grape soda. So it was a lot of fun.
What flavor would you say the Pop Rocks were? Probably like a strawberry, maybe?
Yeah, they were not grape flavor Pop Rocks.
They were pink.
Yeah.
Pink Pop Rocks. They seem similar to the ones we had on the I Lava You float. That's why I'm saying strawberry. But surprise.
Yeah, it was strange.
Because I asked, is it a truffle? What is it? Because my first thought was marshmallow or marshmallow filling, and then we figured out very quickly that it was hard. It was very hard.
Very hard. So, be warned of that. But it was a lot of fun.
Or get excited about that.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's true.
Not exactly be warned, but
if you take it in one bite, it might be a lot. Just
it also just hauled off and something popped in our faces.
Yeah, randomly it was like shots fired at us, and I've never had a dessert attack us, so that was exciting and fun. But yeah, overall, I definitely get it again. But we are back in the car. Excuse me. We are back in the car after our lovely day at Animal Kingdom. Lovely birthday. So, yeah, overall wonderful day. Went on quite a few rides today. Very short waits. I think the longest wait we had was Flight of Passage, and it was like 40 minutes or so, so not too bad. But yeah, lovely day, lovely breakfast brunch, lovely lunch.
Late lunch.
Late lunch.
That took over an hour.
Yes. But yeah, what were your thoughts on that day?
It was a good day. I know you love Animal Kingdom, so it was kind of a day of doing some of your favorite things. Going to Tusker House, going to Festival of the Lion King. I know you love the Everest ride, and you love a good meal, so Yak and Yeti was a good choice, and you love a good drink with bourbon, so you got your bourbon drink.
Indeed.
And got to see the Tree of Life and animals, and
yeah,
just a good day. A very hot day.
Very hot day. The car currently says 98 degrees, and that is not the real feel.
The real feel when I checked earlier was 105.
Yeah. And Animal Kingdom always feels like 10 degrees hotter than everywhere else in Disney World because there's no wind. So it was a hot one today for sure. But
that's what you get for having a birthday in August.
This is true. But yeah, that would wrap up our day here at Animal Kingdom and our little weekend trip we had here. Overall, wonderful weekend. So thank you so much for watching if you've been watching along, and be sure to stay tuned for upcoming things happening, because I think when I'm posting this will be the end of September, so be on the lookout for October 1st weekend videos coming out, because I'll be here October 1st. I'll be in Epcot on the 1st, and I'll be visiting Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom as well for all the new things coming to Disney World, so be on the lookout for that. But
I won't be there.
yeah.
But enjoy him. I will.
Yeah.
From afar.
But that'll do it for us for today. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you want to see more park content, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos we put out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.